afraid I've got a bit of a cold today, so my voice might go.
Do we need a mask?
You or do I? So there was a request to do something to do with sort of winter scenes and winter animals. I didn't have any pictures that I've taken myself, so basically just brought the internet and a couple of images. So I found this one. I was thinking that might be quite a good basis. Mal also had a good idea, which is to maybe just get a scene and then translate it into a winter scene, which might be quite a nice idea. So I was thinking maybe I'll use this as a basis, but I think it might be quite nice to have some sky in it. So rather than perhaps that top bit, I could include a sky. Some of these are, it's almost like too many sheep there. So I think just maybe edit a couple out. And with this sort of image, you can, play around with it, make it your own, and choose what you want to include and what you'd like to leave out. So I think maybe I'll just go with maybe that for the time being, and leave this one in the foreground out. I thought perhaps use watercolours for change. Also got, this was a book I bought earlier in the year, sort of watercolour book, and there are a couple of winter scenes in there. It might be falling to bits already.
Like the rest of us.
And I quite like that sky, so you've got really a mixture of sort of quite cool colours and cool colours there. That might be quite a nice one to maybe adapt to a couple of different images. So the bit I'll just start with is just the sky, and then maybe bring some colour in here. So it's quite warm colours. I've got some colour on the palette already. So use some of that, particularly over here. Browny colours around here. And just being watercolour and a bit of paper, it's quite nice to just play around with the images and see where you can go with it. That's a little bit more yellow. A little bit. And then I think this side here, I'm going to try and do what the chap's done there and just make that a bit bluer. So I'm just keeping that down and trying to space to mix. So a little bit of blue there, I can pick up and use some of this. So just got to be a bit careful that this doesn't turn green. So as I move across, I need to add a little bit of crimson to things. Stop that going. I think that would work quite nicely as a sky. And then going to keep it very light up here. Just have some water there, and just bring a few shadows across here. Some slightly bluer shadows. Very much make it up as I go along. So. But sometimes it's quite nice to experiment, just see where you can go with it. So again, slightly lilac-y, bluey shadows. Something across here. And being snow, a lot of this I can just really keep white. Soften that out with a big brush. It's a mixture of ultramarine and a tiny bit of crimson in there. I think I would leave it at that. Maybe then do the sheep, perhaps a couple of shadows under the sheep. In fact, maybe I could put shadows under the sheep now, that would be good. While I've got these blues out, a bit of shadow there. Yeah, the best thing would be let that dry and then work into the sheep. Okay, but yeah, watercolours, nice big washes and stuff. So we'll see how it progresses. Okay. Oh, everybody, any questions? Right, okay, right, I'll come in.